But things only get more intense from here. Two guys stumbled upon the severed head of a cow, likely abandoned by predators, and decided to toss it into piranha-infested waters. The water demons swarmed it faster than you could say holy mackerel, determined to leave nothing but bone behind. It was both terrifying and oddly mesmerizing, like watching a car wash, but for skeletons. Then, a crocodile showed up to steal the meal, adding a whole new level of chaos and drama. God help anyone who mistakenly steps into that water. Now for something straight out of a horror movie. This guy turned his living room into a miniature Amazonian death arena. He kept a tank full of piranhas, which one day turned on one of their own. Luckily, he caught it on camera. Honestly, this might be the best argument against keeping these creatures as pets. If they're willing to devour each other, what makes you think you're safe? After a river tiger caught a fish and only ate half of it, the piranhas arrived. Around these ruthless feeders, nothing injured survives. Once they caught the scent, they came in to clean up, and did so with horrifying efficiency. Barely anything was left behind. Afraid of anacondas? This next scene might bring you some strange comfort. It starts off calm, with piranhas swimming in murky water, until they come across a young anaconda. You'd think a snake capable of crushing alligators would easily handle a few small fish, right? Wrong. These piranhas were like tiny aquatic terminators. They swarmed the snake in seconds, their razor-sharp teeth turning it into Swiss cheese. The anaconda was just as helpless as its usual prey, and if it could scream, we'd probably have heard it from space. A gruesome end, but fascinating to watch the tables turn. Next, we stumbled on an aquatic showdown that flipped the idea that vegetarians are always peaceful. In one corner, a pacu, usually a calm, plant-munching fish. In the other, a fearsome piranha. But plot twist, the pacu went full MMA on the piranha. It was like a linebacker going after a chihuahua. But the chihuahua was holding its own. Sure, the pacu didn't exactly injure the piranha, but just staying alive in its presence was impressive. This time, the pacu stole the spotlight, proving that even the most vicious predators can be humbled. Next, we have a group of piranhas putting on a feeding display that would make professional eaters jealous. When presented with a dead rat, they descended on it like it was an underwater Thanksgiving dinner, minus the manners. Fortunately, the rat was already dead. Then there's the snake, who slithered into the water expecting to enjoy a fish dinner, only to find itself becoming the dinner. Trapped in a tank with a hungry piranha, I imagine it regretted every life choice that led it there. This was a live-action garbage disposal, and the piranha's teeth were working overtime like it was in a speed-eating contest. All that remained of the snake was a few scales, and a cautionary tale. We have a school of red-bellied piranhas feasting on a very unlucky carp. This was like a haunted house for fish, except the ghost had teeth and were absolutely starving. The carp fought hard, but let's face it, it brought a fin to a tooth fight. Attacked from every angle, it didn't stand a chance. You've probably heard the story of the ugly duckling. Well, this is a far darker version. A sweet little chick, likely dreaming of soaring through the skies one day, took an ill-fated plunge into waters teeming with piranhas. The first piranha struck quickly, and since these little monsters can detect blood from miles away, it didn't take long for the rest to show up. The poor chick never saw it coming. Before it could even comprehend what was happening, it had vanished into the mouths of the piranhas, leaving behind nothing but a few floating feathers.